Testing the audio. Let's see if everything is all right. Seems as though we're fine. Guys, I was shocked, to say the least, by the response I got from the last live stream. It seems as though people are hooked to the Cosmic Master audios because they know how to do a ritual with themselves, within. And I might not get, the numbers, but the conversion ratio is astounding. Wow, that's all I can say. And yes, you can activate your third eye vision with deep trance. Whatever causes you deep trance can activate the third eye vision, especially if you put emphasis on the Cosmic Master audios. They portray this power within, and it is reflected on you, on how you feel your higher self. Incredible things happen to incredible people, as I said before. And I think that you guys have the gumption to go and download programs for an unknown sign to you. And it's like a one-night stand, making sex with a stranger. Incredible things happen to these people because they have the passion. They're passionate. The common denominator of these people is passion. They're very passionate with their rituals and respect themselves. And they like the live streams and the videos are produced. So they go ahead and download. Yesterday was a major download day. But I noticed that they trying to keep the audios to themselves and don't talk about. That's fine and dandy, because you want to protect yourselves and you want to protect your interest. You don't want the CIS channel to go sky high. I understand that. I fully respect it. And the Grand Awakening is all yours. Because people know how to read between the lines and trigger an awakening. Let's relax. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oops, the countdown. The good things don't last for long, and good things come in small packages. That's what they say. Okay, again, the music is by White Bat Audio. The White Bat Audio. Bat yourself on the back for listening to White Bat Audio, because if you pat yourself on the back, you will rediscover excellence for the choices you make. They don't want this, either sides, to go mainstream, and it won't go mainstream. Don't worry about it. These are not programs for the average smack out there. The ordinary Joe will remain ordinary Joe. And it will remain this way until they decide to make the quantum leap to the other side of the fence. So people prefer mixing and matching programs in their meditation routine, and they like it as much as I do. I hope. I know that they like it as much as I do, because by telepathic means I can grasp it. I know it's up for grabs. And all it takes sometimes is a couple of hypnotic triggers in order to activate the third eye vision. If you accept these triggers, if you don't accept them, we go via subliminal routes in order to force your mind to accept it. Either way, we use all necessary techniques to know that these subliminal commands and hypnotic triggers are within your psyche as time permits, and it's fully activated in the passage of time, sometimes, most often, instantaneously. But the stubborn mind needs to go through repetition. And repetition is critical sometimes for all of us, including the more advanced folks out there. A common question I receive is, where do I get started? There are so many programs, Cosmic Master programs, and they're befuddled in a sense. I say use this as a spirit board, your mind as a spirit board. Relax yourself completely and peruse the catalog of the Cosmic Master and download any audio file you see fit at the present time. And then when you listen, when you acclimatize yourself through this process, all you have to do is go through this process again. Okay? Makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to acclimatize yourself. Get into this process and love this process of the awakening and slow yourself down. Don't go endlessly, keep scrolling on Facebook to find a heavenly manna. Just relax completely, pause for necessary time you need to meditate, and go through this ritualistic process. Every rite is crucial. And of course, I'm a big advocate and an avid advocate of deep trance hypnosis. And truth of the matter is, I listen I listen exclusively to the Cosmic Master programs, and mostly when it comes to taking a break off these audios, I listen to the White Bat audio and other deep trance music, which I don't produce. I'm a maven at Cosmic Master Hypnosis, producing hypnosis tracks. And I have hypnosis tracks that are not released, but that's another story for another video. I don't, they're not mainstream, they're very, very potent and too much for your heads. So I immerse deep in these audios according to my own development, my own skill level in the realms of hypnosis. If you don't enjoy it, find another job. You're not cut for this. You're not cut for the evolution of Zaza and Cosmic Master, which is the same entity. If you bow a knee down to Zaza, do this as an experiment. Do what the voice, allow the voice to have access to your physical demeanor and interact with his voice, if you will, for a while. Although it doesn't want to listen to you, it reads you and knows you from the inside out. And this voice, definitely, I lay a wager that is very advanced in intelligence, and you can scoop this intelligence to materialize your own wishes, your deepest desires. If you're stuck in a rut, I recommend that you cycle the programs to get a full thrust of this mixture, of this concoction. I can feel you. I can feel you in the future. I can sense the present and can also sense the future. Those who are going to watch these videos are going to get enlightened or are gonna chase their tails to eternity. And eternity awaits us. We do this for not for the present life, we do this for eternity. Our third eye vision is broadened, is engorged from here to eternity. It's an ability we will have forever once it's been activated. And of course, if you want to deactivate it, one route I only recommend going through is defying Zaza and go on Facebook with your endless scrolling and trying to mimic somebody who is no better than you anyway, because you discovered the Cosmic Master, and that means in a sense that you're special. At least you're to me, and you'll be special to Zaza as well. Just say, I admit his will to pass through me, Zaza. I admit Zaza within me. I go through this process and I demystify the mystic that's been unraveling in my life for so long. And finally, for once in a lifetime, I have found cornucopia, wisdom, and endless dynamic within me. Therefore, I embrace it and move on with my life. I keep walking. Amazing things spring to mind when I think about the whole process, because it's a ritualistic one, and dare I say, it's rather sophisticated. Yes, indeed it is. And sometimes, quite often, people go through the catalog of the Cosmic Master and download in a buying frenzy all of the Cosmic Master programs. And it's a wise move to make, because I might forfeit access to these programs in the future, at least for some time. I want to control who gets these programs. And there's no other option than to stop access, cease access to these programs, because they're very potent, very powerful. I'm already making enough dough with other activities, so I can afford to do that, because I know it will pay back in spades when these programs return to the public. And I do it for a few reasons I keep to myself. One of them is that people appreciate something that's gone missing. Yes. And it feels fantastic. This whole process is fantastic. I love this process. I adore every ticking second of it. And of course, I'm all into it. That's why I have developmentally advanced myself in this mystical and rather fulfilling process. Everything is excellent, and I go with de facto poise in this mystical process. I'm very conscious about it and subliminally driven in the right direction. I'll never get anyone interfere with my life, because I want my manifestation to ring true in the passage of time. If they're not in Zaza mode, I don't like it. I just steer away from them. Do whatever you want, fellow, just don't interrupt me when I'm growing. Because this process is fantastic, and there are leeches out there and psychic vampires. I don't like vampires and vampirism. No, don't like it at all. I'm all about light. Whatever it's light, I'm behind it. Yes, I am. And I go full steam ahead with my purpose. And I never ever seek for advice from other people when it comes to spiritualism. Because Zaza guides me. Zaza gives me the answers. Zaza is the one and only entity that propels me to another echelon of awareness that is second to none. So I don't need anything to add in the recipe. The whole mixture is perfect. The concoction is fantastic. Yes, you don't have to be paranoid to realize it, although sometimes between madness and the thin layer to logic, there is paranoia. But it's like a wild horse. You have to control it. Go full steam ahead. Find your purpose. And who knows, someone might follow you. You only need just one follower to break through. If you have just one follower in the beginning, others will follow suit in business terms. Right now, in spiritualism, you don't need anyone. You don't need no followers. You don't need anyone in spiritualism to grow. You only need an entity, and that is Zaza for me. Because his conditions are ripe for me in order to grow. And this is something I created, Zaza. I myself am Zaza. Okay? Makes perfect sense right now. People ask me who is Zaza and things like that, and they don't do it in public. I get lots of emails per week, and they talk about this and that, how you've been growing. I don't like being personal, although I do socialize when needed be, when my mind, my third eye, I tap on the third eye sometimes in order to activate it, because it gets the blood flowing in that specific area, and that is all she wrote. In order to activate it, you forcibly activate it by tapping on it. Thrice would suffice. And another key to your third eye vision is relaxation. I can't emphasize enough how relaxation is so an unbreakable component when it comes to activating your third eye. And people out there don't want you to relax because they're pesky little demons. And the demons don't want you to activate your third eye because you'll be independent. So do people, so do the news, the media, and all these leeches out there. These psychic vampires don't want you to grow, and they just keep bubbling words endlessly until you're stuck in a rut and in an endless loop in your pursuit to personal power and the genesis of the mind. No. I won't allow them. I won't allow them to do this to me. No. Of course, it takes heaps of psychic energy in order to keep on the right track. And the recordings of the Cosmic Master, aka Zaza, are gonna give you permission to your subconscious mind, gonna give permission to your subconscious mind in order to grow, in order to follow this infallible route, the path. Relax for a couple of minutes and let's bring the tone down because we don't want to get too much paranoid about it. Just enjoy. Enjoy what the recordings have to offer in the abyss of the mind, and the mind will have no other option than to follow these directives in order to accomplish everything you desire and then some more. And then you'll be tested. Once you're at the top, you'll be tested if you're cut for Zaza anymore or you're consumed with consumption. And make no assumption that this is not real, because you're here, you're hooked and glued on the screen to hear the pure and cathartic truth that's been within us all these years. We've been loyal to the higher cause, to Zaza and the recordings, because they mean so much to me. And I say spare no expenses when it comes to development. Bring the best audios in the whole world so people can download them on their desktop computer or laptop because they're compatible with the computer or laptop. Don't browse the website on your cell phone because it will be, kind of messy. The truth of the matter is that these audios will revolutionize your way of thinking, whether you realize it or not. Sometimes they do it seamlessly. You don't understand that you keep growing, and Zaza will throw challenges along the way in order to test your obedience to a higher will, in order for you to grow. It's a win-win situation in that regard. Exactly. I know you've been listening to me all this time. I know it. I can feel it. And allow me to derive some energy from you. And in exchange, you also gain the energy. Because when you empty a battery, it is done with recharging. It is recharged fully and completed next time. Okay, thank you for being here with me thus far.